Yo, what's up? Once again, this is the Prof. And like I always say, if you down with the real shit and not down with the bullshit, subscribe and like the video. Yo, check it out. I just thought, I was like, um, let me give some insight to the song Weak Shit. Cause some people, I think, got into their feelings about that song too. I think I kind of know why, but well, it's like it's the whack ass rappers and shit, the weak ass MCs now today and shit, and not known motherfuckers. I'm not saying that shit, like nobody like that, but just like maybe some youngsters and people who more so like this whack ass shit that's out nowadays. The reason why that song, like, yo, man, me and the Dark Man have always like had conversations where we would it's just a thing of like I would say generations after 2000, after the year 2000, they gotta understand that, yo, man, hip hop as it was created and the rules and the you know the particulars and everything that went into the foundation of hip hop music. The whole thing about it is it's like hip hop got compromised because of the money. And so a lot of dudes is out there like on some clown shit and they don't give a fuck. But you taking a platform that was used by a lot of great legendary MCs, a lot of guys who were great poets, um, you know, who really took time to construct a rhyme that had, um, intelligent wordplay, uh, play upon words, you know, um, there was really significant meaning, you know, in rhymes like decades before. And, you know, the founding fathers of hip hop, you got to understand, it wasn't meant to be no clown, stupid shit. Like those guys who back in the Bronx who did that, they didn't do that to shame black people. They didn't do that to make black people look stupid and look goofy and look retarded, look like they never stepped foot in a school, like they have no education or anything like that. You know, um, you started seeing like as years went by, like as if you were like a kid and then you went into adulthood, you seen it like ascend and go upward, in an upward trajectory. And it was like this new phenomenon that was just taking over. People just had to, be down with it because not just the youth. A lot of times I think that gets overstated when it comes to hip hop. And I think that's purposely done too because they want hip hop to be looked at as a form of being or associated with immaturity. Now, there might have been a lot of young people who started it off, but you gotta understand, like, okay, if you had guys rapping and being MCs and dudes was like 22, 23, 24, 25, okay, they might have been young. They were young men. They weren't kids. They weren't 10, 11, or 12 years old. You know, they were still men. They were still adults. So, the thing about it, hip hop was supposed to mature. That's remember I said it had an upward trajectory going to it. So if you got guys who were respected lyricists and MCs and they were teenagers and they were 16, 17, and then these guys got around like 25, 26, 27 years old, okay, headed towards 30, of course, their knowledge should have increased. Um, they should have been more worldly from going on tour and everything, going to different cities, meeting with different people, and then with the knowledge that they gained, That was supposed to go into the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to, enlighten people, educate people, things of that nature. Now, if you sit up here and just want to keep hip hop in a box and say, "Oh, hip hop is just a young man sport," young man sport. It's a music genre. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a music genre. You don't do that to country. You don't do that to R&B. You don't do that to rock and roll. I mean, Rolling Stones, The Who, Aerosmith. These dudes are like 70 some damn years old, still rocking out, selling out arenas and selling out stadiums. But hip hop, oh shit, man. Once you get about good damn 20 years old, man, your ass is old. What the fuck? Man, somebody from the outside of the culture did that shit. Y'all gotta understand, man. You don't let people who don't know nothing about the culture of something, didn't start it off, don't understand the intricacies of it in the first place. How do you go take something to somebody that's a great gift to the world, and then they say, "Oh, I like that, I like that," but check this out. Can you take this word out and this word out? Can you not so much talk about this subject matter, this subject matter? Can you more so talk about this subject matter? And this because he's just a salesman and he's looking at it like, well, yo, it's all about the money, and he's taking the art form more and more away. And he's telling you like, yo, it'll be good for you too. Because you can get millions and everything too. So look, man, just rap about this. Here's the criteria. We'll make sure you become a rich man. Just rap about sex, drugs, violence, and that's it. Now, what we don't want you doing is we don't want you using any kind of superlatives. We don't want you, confusing people because, when you do that, a lot of people can't understand necessarily what you're saying. Well, it's an art form that was created by black inner city youth out of the Bronx, right? And for whatever reason, that creation came about, and what inspired them to talk about what they talk about, rap about what they rap about, whatever evoked the creation of scratching, breakdancing, graffiti writing, tagging, whatever made that come to be in the realm of hip hop culture. That's what it is. So why the hell are you taking bits and parts from it and suppressing aspects of it and then saying and then tell them promote this and you'll get paid? Yeah, but it fucks up the culture, and that's what the road hip hop has been on for like shit, probably like the past 2 decades now. That's why you can't chase the money, man. Money isn't everything, and the whole thing about it is that in today's time, you got guys who basically like don't give a fuck. No, yo, long as I'm getting paid, right? Long as I'm getting paid. I put on a dress. I fucking paint my fingernails. I'll fucking wear a purse. You got guys who, and women, who have admitted it in the first place. They have admitted, people caught them straight up saying that they don't even really like music, like hip hop and stuff in the first place. They just doing it for the money. So the culture is being disrespected and destroyed. And what y'all call hip hop, you're not even really getting a real good product. That's fraudulent shit. Fugazi shit. It ain't even real. So that ain't even really hip hop that y'all even listening to. That's what y'all don't understand. Some motherfucker sitting up here just repeating again and again about popping Molly, getting Percocets, again and again. That's the fucking verse, motherfucker. What the hell is the damn chorus? What you know? And then you can't even understand the motherfucker. How's this fool selling hella records? This motherfucker like what the fuck? And you seeing youngsters sitting up here talking about, man, that shit go hard, man. Man, that shit is the shit. You got fucking rappers nowadays talking about, hey man, just listen to we talking about hip hop, right? But you got some fools sitting up here talking about, yo man, I ain't gotta spit no lyrics if I don't want to. Yo, hey man, the way we do things now, we get a vibe, man. We just do that for vibe. I might want to for 5 minutes, man. I just might want to go, yo, 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 yo. And he be going to the beat and it sound good. You know, a motherfucker might have just popped a molly and I'm just feeling that shit, nigga. Yo, 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 Percocet, yo, 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 Percocet, yo, 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 Percocet, yo, yo. And if I fucking make a record and put it out there and motherfuckers feel that shit, that's what it's all about. Fuck them old heads we talking about. Motherfuckers gotta drop bars. Nigga, if that shit was real, why ain't you motherfuckers selling right now, nigga? Huh? Y'all niggas some haters. Because, motherfucker, evidently, the industry is not supporting them no more. It's not that y'all raw or y'all better. That has nothing to do with it. But see, the misconceptions, I mean, it ain't even about the music as much as it has to do with society. See, it's the system. Y'all can hear me a lot talk about the system. Everything y'all see, this shit, this social construct that we live in, this shit is being controlled by certain entities and they're making it like this. They phased out all the great MCs from the 80s and the 90s or their relevance and significance purposely because every 10 years is a new generation and they have to change because they have to change the frequency of things because it's all about having control over the people. Um, if anybody know anything about roaches, you know that when a roach has a kid, the kid adapts to the poison that killed the parent, the mom, the carrier of the roach. So they become immune. So now you have to use a different insecticide to kill that next generation of roaches that come in. They get stronger. That's sometimes, people be spraying their house and, exterminating all the bugs and people like, wait a minute, okay, well, how the fuck they coming back? Like they had babies. That's why you want to get the roaches before they had those babies. Because they get strong, they get immune. It's the same thing. See, they have to keep changing stuff because why? You're gonna teach your kids the right and wrong of your life, educate them, and they're gonna adapt more so or to having an understanding of what to do and what not to do so that the obstacles that get put in place won't affect them the way they did your mom and dad. So what they do is they put different obstacles in front of your kids. And so then you don't know what's going on because they change the frequency on things. So you can't help your son or your daughter educate themselves to what's going on because you confused. You don't know. That's why the only way you would know what's going on in today's time. That's why, like, you get older, but you're gonna have to still probably go back and take classes. A lot of older people got left out of understanding how technology works. From the simple aspect of how when the computer really came into fruition, of like how people operated doing a lot of things. The older people were like, I don't deal with all that computer stuff. I don't deal with all that, dialing up and AOL and I just, pick up the phone, call somebody. I don't even like that pager mess. I don't want to dial no number and wait for someone to call me. Yeah, but see, once it started becoming a thing where people didn't have house phones no more, like that, and people telling you like, hey, text me. Your parents like text me. What the fuck you? What the hell? Send me an email. What? And see, they get left out of the loop. Now they have a hard time communicating with the next generation under them because the frequency of everything has changed. The dynamics of everything has changed. And they're going to keep on doing that. That's done purposely. That's part of the system. So when you sit up there saying, why things ain't like how they used to be, man, I don't understand. This and that, this was good. Even if it was good, they're gonna change it any damn way. Because they have to be able to have things in place to control the next generation. So, you know, they did the same thing with hip hop. So when we was talking about, we talk about all these things, and we just express it like in weak shit, like as it pertains to, yo, you guys have all things that you like were not supposed to do. Things that people were that really were respected about in hip hop, or things that people didn't have respect for in hip hop. You had these the future generations as time went on started doing the things that people wasn't doing, accepting things people wasn't accepting, um, and then saying fuck the generation before them, who laid the platform down for you to do even what the fuck you doing now. So it's like a lot of disrespect. So in a way, the next generation or younger generation, as far as like, and we're talking about the so-called old heads, as you put it, coming from the realm of like being like battle rappers and stuff like that. Dudes who are really quick with it, call them old heads on the fuck you want. You got a lot of dudes, even from the 80s, tell you young motherfuckers to hell up. You couldn't even fuck with them. Because they did that shit for the longest, man. They did it for the love before it wasn't any money. You're just doing it as a fuck, just to get a fucking, just to get a check or get a black card. Or doing it as just like some fucking hustle. That's all you think about. You don't think about the culture, and you don't do it for the love of it. So you don't. So if you don't do it for the love of it, you don't give a damn about it. You know, it's just like a dude can get a piece of ass from a girl, and women, like just like how women would trip. You know, females like, how can you just have sex with me and not call me anymore? You know, just because you all emotional and caught up with it, that's you. That was just he looked at it like, yo, I just doing my thing. I got what I needed. I'm out because he didn't love you. He just used you. So that also, with that being said, understand this: all the whack rappers out here who purposely being whack just to get paid, they doing the same thing to you. You getting used, just like a piece of ass. You know what Scarface said? Um, this world is just like a big pussy waiting to get fucked. Or you'll hear the statement, "Play pussy, get fucked." Yeah, you sit there and you run after every damn thing that shines. Like they say, everything that shines, everything that glitters, not gold. You know, they paying you to hold yourself out. So the whole process of putting that rhyme together, talking about weak shit, is because we got the love for hip hop. I mean, you know, we grew up with the love for hip hop, and a lot of old heads, as y'all call them, anybody that's over 20, 25, whatever the fuck. I mean, that's crazy, man. That means y'all plan to die at 19 and shit. But you got the better insight. You got the most intelligence. I don't understand this. But you know, if you don't apply yourself to any form of learning or education, what the fuck you gonna know? You know. So that's the reason why, like what's those saying, a fool and his money is soon departed. That's why it don't matter how many damn millions you guys make. Shit, that shit will be gone. Don't worry about it. You motherfuckers sit up here talking about, look at this, all on TMZ and shit, all on the snitch app. Look at this costs like $50,000 right here around my neck. Yeah, you finger, see this on my finger. Yeah, this 15,000 right here. That's all true, brother. But you know, it's just really just and if and if you seen the video, it more so speaks to like the generations of, like I said, like within the confines of the last 20 years, 2 decades. It's nothing personal about it. So it's not about attacking um anybody on there, you know. But see, have to explain that because, you know, you guys are not real MCs, you're not real lyricists, so you guys don't understand the real concept of abstract abstracting of metaphors, similes and stuff like that. So y'all, but man, they talking about so and so. They talking about so. You see, you got this picture up there. They talking about. That's not even what it is, man. And then motherfuckers like bitches, they'll try to like you know make drama happen. Go back and tell motherfucker, man, look, they talking about you, man. Look, they said, look, they talking. That ain't even what the fuck it is, dude. You know. But that's the whole thing about it. Everybody all in their feelings now. Everybody want to pull up. Everybody, oh man, you stupid. See all that shit making hip hop whack. And y'all basically helping destroy hip hop by all y'all stupid antics and shit like that. But that whole the video, the song, man, all that's done for is from my perspective of love, man. And it's too bad that y'all don't love hip hop. You just use it, you know, just for to get that bag, man. So hip hop ain't really worth shit to you. Hip hop is just like a fucking hoe on the street to a lot of the MCs rappers now. You know what I'm saying? And, I think like hip hop to like the so called like y'all call old heads, all the dudes who grew up with the traditional understanding of the culture of hip hop. I think hip hop is like that's why Common wrote that song. I used to love it. I think it's like that, man. It's like a girl who you really used to love when she was in her prime, when she was all put together, when she was just pristine, just so beautiful and everything, and the way she made you feel. And then she went and got with these other motherfuckers, and now she got turned out. Now she all fucked up looking. She a tramp. You hear she out there sucking dick behind buildings and turning tricks. She all on crack and shit, you know, and she's still out here trying to hold on the track, trying to get money. It's like, you know, shit at a certain time, a old ass hoe, shit. Don't nobody want that shit no more. It's all used up, beat up, and everything. And if motherfuckers don't do something, man, I mean, shit. Hip hop, shit, I don't know, man. I look at the so-called old heads, motherfuckers in the industry, real motherfuckers. Y'all need to really look at that, man. Yo, get on these motherfuckers.